Welcome to the 8th episode of You Gotta Have Heart. And I've tried a bunch of these like vlog kind of things. And I'm not really a public speaker type person, so I'm not really super comfortable doing this kind of a thing. But this has been interesting enough for me to keep my interest, and I think I've gotten enough views and enough reaction and enough discussion with people that I think it's interesting enough that I'll keep kind of going with this. So this is episode 8. I think it's the longest that I've done any episodes of things. So yay me. But anyway, I was just recording a ukulele video with my cool pick ukulele. So definitely you could check my other videos because I have all kinds of videos, interesting stuff, ukulele lessons. So I was doing a ukulele lesson with a student, and I was kind of thinking it was about like writing a song and how you do it and everything. And then as I was talking with the student, I thought, well, when I say talking with, it was just a video lesson that I sent to them, so I'm not talking with. But anyway, I said something that then made me think like, ooh, that's interesting. That could be a cool topic. So what I was saying, I don't remember exactly because, you know, I'm terrible at stuff like that. But something about like when you write a song, you've created something like straight from your imagination. Okay, so all art and all kind of creative endeavors, of course, start with somebody's imagination. If somebody makes a sculpture, they go, okay, I'm going to make a sculpture. And they decide, well, I'm going to use this medium, and I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to use these techniques, and and they end up with a sculpture. And then you have something from their imagination that they made real, that didn't exist prior to them making it, that you can hold in your hand. And that's really neat. You can see a picture of it. Anything like that. So it goes from their imagination to something real, and then into your imagination via that something real. Okay, so they imagine something, make something tangible. You see that something, and it goes into your imagination. So from their imagination to an item, to your eyes, imagination, your imagination. Okay, and that's amazing to me. But I said this and suddenly realized it's different with music. Okay? With music, I don't create, or we don't create anything tangible. So we create something from our imagination that we then record, and you could hold, you know, a CD or a vinyl record or an MP3 player, 8-track tape, you know, whatever, hold sheet music, whatever you want. It's something tangible. But that tangible item all by itself is really nothing. So if I write a song, record a song, put it onto MP3, it's a series of ones and zeros in digital code that means absolutely nothing to anybody. It has to be made into something audio so that somebody can then hear it. So to me, music is like really the most direct from my imagination to the listener's imagination. Okay? Because let's say, I can't sing, but let's say I'm going to strum a song and sing a song that I wrote, okay, right out of my imagination. So I'm sitting here, okay, and I'm going to play it and sing it, da 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 da, and sing it. Okay, you can sit there, close your eyes, and just listen. So my imagination, I'm doing it, and it's going directly into your ears, and into your imagination. There is no tangible anything between us. So to me, that's amazing. Like I guess I always knew it, but I never really thought of it, that music is really the most direct art form that I could think of that goes from imagination directly to your imagination. I guess another one would be like storytelling. But most storytelling is written out. So you have a book, you have to open it, you have to actually read in pages and pages and whatever. A painting, you have to look at it. Things like that. The artist has to put it into something that you can then see, or, I guess see. A tangible something concrete. It has to be made into something. Music doesn't have to be made into anything. It can just be like ones and zeros on a computer, and you just hit play and you hear it. You don't have to even have a computer, have an MP3 player, have a radio, have, just somebody playing it. You could be sitting in a room and hear somebody playing a song themselves in another room, and you can be, their imagination is drifting through the air right to your imagination, your ears into your imagination. Boom. To me, that's unbelievably amazing. I've always liked songwriting. I think it's my favorite part of being a musician. I love to play. It's awesome. But writing a song, you've made something in the world that is directly out of your imagination that never existed before. A few years ago, I wrote a song about Krampus, the Christmas devil, and he goes around and punishes the bad kids and stuff like that. And I had heard of Krampus, the story, the whatever, and just one day suddenly I went, I don't think there's any cool Krampus songs. I can't think of any. Of course, after I Googled it and stuff, there's tons of them all over YouTube. But at that time, I was like, I don't think I've never heard one. So you know what? I'm going to make one. So I wrote a song. Boom. Krampus song. And I created something solely because I didn't think it existed before. And sure enough, my song didn't exist before. But I thought that Krampus, music, song, no Krampus audio, song, whatever, existed that I was aware of. So I just went, okay, you know what? I'm going to make it exist. And I made it exist. Bang. There it is. And that's my favorite thing about songwriting. And I find that amazing. You can just do anything at all that you want to do. You want to write a song with one chord? Do it. You want to write a song with nonsense words? Do it. You want to write a song that's an hour and a half long with 49 different parts and all of them in random different keys and none of them connect to the other except for the soul. The soul, the only reason that they exist, that they connect, is that you've made them connect by putting them all next to each other in audio space with absolutely no connection line that anybody can follow except that you did it that way and therefore it exists. It's unbelievably amazing. You can control every single aspect of that piece of art and bang. And it is exactly how you wanted it to be, exactly how you wanted somebody to hear it. So even like a sculpture, there's different sides. So somebody looks at a sculpture, they're only seeing one side of it. So they actually have to see all sides of it, and you can't see all sides of it at the same time. So when you're looking at the front and then you look at the back of the sculpture, you have to remember what the front looked like to connect it to the back. You know, so there's this like sort of disconnect where you can't experience it all at once. A painting, you could see the painting all at once. But really, you can only focus on one thing at a time, and you have to look around. And the lighting in the place could be different. So the colors could look different. If the lighting is more yellow, it'll make the colors all have a slightly yellowish hue that the artist maybe didn't intend. All these things. Music, it's exactly how I wanted it to sound when I listen to it and I go, yes, that is exactly my idea. Somebody can listen to it and hear exactly my idea. It's amazing. So, the next time you listen to a song, be completely amazed on an entirely different level than you've probably ever been amazed before. Because I'm 53 and never really thought of all of that until like minutes ago when I was like, I gotta make this video. So there you go. I hope that enriches your life in some way. I know that thinking of it and putting it in actual words really kind of, you know, changed my life a bit too. I've always felt this, but I've never put it into actual words. So listen to music and be amazed.